Hey everyone, so we're getting ready to make beef enchiladas tonight for dinner, and I looked at my little taco seasoning jar and we're running a little bit low, so I thought I'd do a really quick video on making your own taco seasoning. You can control the flavor a lot better, and salt. We really try and keep our salt down in our family. So I'm going to go through one batch, just what a single batch of the taco seasoning would be. And then Kenan will put us on time lapse while I make it bigger to fill up my jar. Here we go. 1 tablespoon of chili powder.
Dark chili powder.
And I'm a heaping girl. 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. So that's a 1/4 teaspoon. 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika. I'm getting in the way of the video apparently.
Yep.
1 1/2 of cumin, which may be my limiting factor when I do bigger batches here in a minute. 1 1/2. And then black pepper, I do a teaspoon, a teaspoon. Teaspoon black pepper. And I only do 1/2 teaspoon of salt. So you would stir this up and just use this like a normal taco seasoning. Brown your beef. Put the seasoning on top, add water, let it reduce. So we're gonna, actually we'll just call that a video. This is homemade taco seasoning. I like it better. I actually like adding a little extra cumin because I like that flavor, and less salt is how we like ours. Hope that helps you, and we'll get to enchiladas in just a minute. Okay, so I just finished browning my meat, and when I do enchiladas, I like to include onion, and then always a good idea to drain off your fat. Just make sure enchiladas not be so I don't know, greasy, I guess. So I just do this with a metal bowl on the bottom and my colander. I'm gonna do that. Press it down a little bit. I don't know what you do with your fat. Once upon a time, lots of people saved all their fat. I don't really do that much anymore. So I still have a little bit dripping out of there. So it doesn't have to be completely gone, but enough. And you can put this back in your fry pan to add the taco seasoning. And again, I put onion in for enchiladas, but if I were making tacos or even well, sometimes quesadillas, sometimes not. I guess that's just depends on what kind of mood I'm in. For my fat, I just get an old can that I'm not using, pour the fat in there, and stick it in the freezer. Then when we have to haul our trash, we live somewhere where we haul trash. So when we haul trash, we'll just get our cans out and take them on a Saturday when we go to the dump. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the taco seasoning. You saw earlier in this video me giving you my taco seasoning recipe. I'm really generous. I like spicy meat, but if you don't, then don't. So we're gonna start with that. Pour the water on. Everybody knows how to do this. Pour it on. Make sure there's enough in there that you're getting the seasonings distributed well. We'll let this simmer down, and then we'll actually come back to put the enchiladas together. Okay, so with the taco seasoning, I made meat, ground beef. Sometimes we do ground turkey. Again, whatever your preference is great. So we added water, reduced that down. Meantime, I've been making enchilada sauce. You can buy canned enchilada sauce. You can do red enchiladas. You can do green enchiladas. Certainly here in New Mexico, we believe in both. Tonight we are doing beef red. We use, my husband was raised in the east side of the state, so we use El Monterey sauce. This is actually a powder, and you add water to it, and we'll be going over to the stove in just a minute to start rolling enchiladas. There's another question, rolled or stacked? You can do what you want. Rolled is a little fancier. My family likes them rolled if I will take the time to do it. But lots of times, no time. I just flap the tortillas down, put meat and cheese on top, another tortilla with enchilada sauce in there too, and stack away. Or we can do rolled, which is what we're gonna do tonight. We also are gonna do corn tortillas and flour tortillas. Our oldest loves the flour and bakes for them, so we're gonna do both just to kind of show you how that goes. So we're gonna head over to the stove now. Okay, so when I make the enchilada sauce, I make it in a saucepan like this. When I'm gonna roll though, I have to put some of it in a shallower pan, which is what I've done here. And this just helps the process. So we can turn the heat up here now that we're ready to get going. So I'm gonna do a few corn tortillas and a few flour, just to give you an idea, and then we'll cut off while I finish the pans and come back when everything's cooked. So let's start. I like to only do 2 corn tortillas at a time. This is the tricky part, is how long do you put it in the hot sauce so that they become pliable. If you roll them now, you could probably get tears in them. So I dunk mine in here, and I don't wait long. Grandma Sue, Kenny's mom, has this down to a science. I do not, even after all these years. So I just wait until when I pick up the corn tortilla, it seems just a little bit more pliable, like it'll roll without tearing. And we'll call that good. We'll see how well I did. Okay, then Kennan's gonna follow me over here. I go ahead, they are a little bit warm, just be warned. And I put meat in both. And I like my enchiladas to have some stuffing. And I go ahead and sprinkle some cheese inside, and then of course we'll put cheese on the outside. And then we just roll. And it tore. So I think I actually overcooked that one. It's just falling apart. So next time we'll do a little less time. So let's try one more time with the corn. Put them both in here. And this is the frustration with rolling, is the tearing. I love cooking for big groups. I get that from my mom. Just making huge amounts of food for a group. So enchiladas are a great one to do that with, whether it's chicken or beef. Get a big old aluminum pan and layer. Of course, you don't want to roll that many, and you really can't get that many in an aluminum pan. But if you're cooking for a big crowd, 30, 40, 50, enchiladas are a great little treat for that. And again, mine are tearing, I don't know. Anyway, so you can see, even with best intentions, sometimes it doesn't work out great. All right, so we'll do that. Oof, messy, messy. Okay, next I'm going to show you the flour tortillas. Same kind of concept. But they just take a quick dink. Dump? No. Dink? No. Dip. Yes. Dip is the word we are looking for. So we'll put this flour tortilla in here. Basically just push it underneath. Pull it out, lay it here, and then this one actually requires a good scoop of meat just to speed up the process. And cheese. We're gonna put these ones in here. So flour tortillas, you do not have the tear problem nearly as much with. All right, we're gonna keep rolling, and we'll show you these right before they go in the oven. Okay, so flour tortillas made into beef enchiladas red, corn tortillas made into beef enchiladas red. My corn tortillas kept falling apart, so that didn't change. As you can see, making enchiladas is a messy proposition, but
keeping it real.
Keeping it real and so worth it. So worth it. So we're gonna put these in a 350 oven until the cheese is melted and they're a little bit bubbly. Hey, so we're gonna check on the enchiladas. So what we're looking for is melty chicken. Oh my goodness, melty. I've had a day, haven't I, buddy? Melty cheese and bubbling. So we'll just look inside the oven here, and there you have it. Ooh. See how it's bubbling on the edges and the cheese is all nice and melty? That's how you know they're done. So, enchiladas, beef red. Hope you enjoy.